Okay, and I'll keep an eye on the participants. Right now, it is just you and I, boo boo. How do you want to handle it if nobody logs on? Do you want to do it as like a mock, or do we want to not do it and save it for another date?
Save it for another day.
So just right now, it's just us.
I'm sure we have plenty, we both have plenty to do.
Yeah, so we've got our first participant. So just give it a couple more minutes for people to log on and join us. This weather is crazy.
It sure is.
Yeah.
Excuse me. A little too chilly, a little too icy for me. Yeah, we'll just give it just a couple more minutes. It looks like we've got some people joining, so let everyone else get on. So we'll give it till 12:02. Looks like a couple more are trying to log on, and then we'll get started. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. Hello, everyone. I'm Tina Moore, and I am a homeownership counselor here in our Woodland, Washington branch. And my co-host is...
My name is Sarah. I am also a homeownership counselor. Tina and I are counterparts, so we're both located out of the Woodland, Washington branch, which is going to service a majority of Southwest Washington and parts of Oregon.
We are located in 4 states, so we have branches throughout the 4 states: Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and Arizona. So if you're watching from some of our other locations, some items might be a little bit different, some rules might be a little bit different, but that's okay. We'll show you how to get into that area on the website and get with a homeownership counselor in that area. But this gives you a really good idea of our homes, and one that we have just completed. They just moved in a couple weeks ago, so super excited to share this home with you. This is the St. Helens floor plan. A little bit about Adair real quick is Adair was started in 1969. We've built over 22,000 homes now. We're considered a custom home builder, so we have over 40 home plans that you can choose from. And out of those 40, you can also customize any of those plans. And even if you have still your own ideas and thoughts, that's perfectly fine. We will do a complete custom home for you. We can go down that custom home route. And that's something that you would talk to with your homeownership counselor, and you guys kind of talk through that and they'll guide you. So and with that, shall we get started? Anything else you want to bring up or any questions throughout?
Absolutely. So the one thing I will say for our participants is we enjoy a lot of participation on your behalf. So we would love to answer any of your questions. And so when it comes to this presentation, it can be as interactive as you would like. So for those questions, all that we ask is that you please utilize the Q&A portion of the chat. That is going to be the easiest way for us to answer your questions in real time. The chat function on these webinars is a little laggy, so we want to be able to answer those questions real time. So please just pop those in the Q&A, and as they come in, I will go ahead and ask them out loud, and Tina and myself will go ahead and answer theirs for you.
Perfect. Okay, well, let's get started. Again, I want to thank everyone for joining us today. I realize that this is like a lunch hour, so we'll try to run through this fairly quickly. But again, please ask your questions. Sarah will definitely, like I said, she'll jump out and either answer those or direct them to me, and I'll answer. So we'll work together on this. So let's get moving. First of all, I'm going to show you this home. Let's look here. I'm going to share in just a quick second here. Let's see. Maybe I'm going to, where did it go? Oops. So sorry about that. I have a little difficulty here.
Would you like for me to go ahead and share my screen?
Yeah, which one are you going to share first? I was going to share the website.
Yep, that's exactly where I'm at.
Perfect. Okay.
Wonderful.
They did some updates on my Google and I'm having all kinds of fun times with it right now. So this home is the St. Helens. A couple things I'm going to talk about. First of all is elevation. So first of all, this home is a 2,711 square foot home. Oops.
Sorry.
That's okay. Can you scroll down first?
Absolutely.
Oh, I hate not having control. Scroll back up a little bit there. Thank you. Okay, so this house, 2,711 square feet, is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom. There are some options that they did on this home that are some basic changes that we can do on this home. So this home actually has been built over in St. Helens, Oregon, and the prices are a little bit different depending on your area. So the standard price where they start building this home was $354 for the standard home. So the price that Sarah had up is a little bit different because it has to do with the area. And then let's talk about the elevation. So this home was built with a traditions elevation. If you look in the bottom right corner of the screen right there, it'll say traditions. So this only has to do with the exterior of the home, what it looks like, has nothing to do with the floor plan, only the exterior. So this customer chose the traditions where you see the board and bat up above the garage and the windows, and the garage door has windows in it. So that's pretty much the traditions. It just looks like a really nice home. The paint schemes, there's about 30 different paint schemes, so you don't have to just choose this one. So this home comes in other traditions. She's going to scroll up a little bit. So we have the Craftsman, and all of our siding is provided by James Hardy. And we're very proud of our name brand products. We stand behind them. So on the Craftsman, you'll see that it has added the shaker style up above the garage, the belly bands. And those are James Hardy with a lookout beam above. The windows have some grids in them for the Craftsman style. And the belly bands have dental work on them, so to say. So it just gives it more of a appealing curb appeal. Garage door has been upgraded also, as you can see. And the posts are stained and they're wrapped. So it just depends on what you like. And of course, this would be, an additional cost between traditions and the Craftsman. The next elevation would be the farmhouse choice. The farmhouse gives you the eyebrows, is what we call them, above the windows. The complete home is done in the board and bat. And then you have the beams kind of like give you that farmhouse look. Along with the garage door is a farmhouse, and the windows have the grids for farmhouse. Then our last elevation is the Riata. This is the more modern look, where it has the modern garage door with the side light windows, a little bit different elevation to the front dormer there, you can see. It's just, and then the beams are completely wrapped. So just a little bit different, more of a modern look, just depends on what people like. So those are the elevations. And then of course, the exterior lighting. Oh, and the front door on this one, I'm sorry. Also, you can't see it, but if you look really close, it is windows to match the garage door. It's a beautiful front door, along with the exterior lighting matches the exterior of the homes. Anything you want to add in there, Sarah?
No, so you touched on the big hitters, nothing changes in regards to the house, but when you scroll a little further down on the website, you're going to be able to see the different price points for those exteriors. And those different price points are purely based on the materials that we just went over on the exterior of the home. Craftsman is typically going to be what we would call our top tier exterior option. And that is because of all the real wood that is present on the home. The one thing that you can't really see and the website doesn't do justice for, but on the Craftsman, also under any of your porch covers, you're going to have a tongue and groove pine that is exposed real wood as well. So that's what kind of drives the price point up on that one. And we are completely modifiable as well. So you can mix and match some of these exteriors as well. If you want some wood, but not all the wood, you have that freedom to pick what you like.
A lot of people like to take the traditions and they like to add that shingle above where the board and bat is. And so it kind of gives you that feeling of a Craftsman for not a lot of extra money. So yeah, absolutely custom. Like I said, we're 100% customizable. Okay, are we ready to move forward? Any questions so far?
I currently have no questions.
Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna go. I guess you're gonna control it. So this is.
You can try if you want to try to share.
Nope, you are good. We're good. So okay, so this is our customer's floor plan, and so they modified this floor plan just a tiny bit. So we have 4 different layouts for this particular home plan of the St. Helens that would be considered standard for us. So this home, it's kind of a rearranged. So this is a front garage. And it's a reverse. So technically the garage would be on the other side of the home facing towards the bottom, if you may, or towards the facing the same as the front elevation of the home. So with this one, it's a reverse. So the garage is on the other side of the home and it's on the front. And this customer chose to add an additional garage door. So this turns to a 3-car garage for their needs, and it's a beautiful look from the exterior. The other choice that they did, if we look at the dual primary suite, where'd you go? There you go. The dual primary suite, where Sarah's circling it right now, that is a bonus room. Are you going black, Sarah?
No.
Oh, my screen keeps going out.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. So
there we go. Oh,
are you there?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Absolutely. Yes.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, my screen is.
So yeah, what Tina's touching on is this dual primary that's back here in the back of this home. So as we saw over here, it is currently listed as a bonus room. It's 21 by 16, great size. Part of the allure of this floor plan, especially for families, is you've got the great room here and that sort of body of the house, which is great for formal entertaining. But then you've got this bonus room over here. So for any like small children or adult children, either way, you can have sort of a secondary living space with TVs and that kind of stuff. And it's far enough away. But with this plan, we also give you the option for a dual primary. So this is great if maybe you have an older child living with you, or if you are going to become a primary caregiver for somebody in your house, or if you just want to set it up really nicely for when guests come over. A lot of reasons why people would go with the dual primary. But like I said, if you leave it as is, it is a very large bonus room. Yes.
Wow, we're definitely having technical difficulties today.
Technical difficulties.
Okay, so, oh, interesting. My screen just keeps blacking out, then it'll come back on.
No worries. This plan has 4 bedrooms on it as standard. Okay, so you've got 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms. So making it a 4-bedroom house overall with the primary suite over here. So with these particular customers, they do have a couple of kids, but one of them also works from home. And so the utilization of an office was really important to these customers. So you can see here we have a den or an office space right here in the hallway. It's allowing to break up some of the rooms, which is fantastic because now not a single bedroom is going to share a wall with another bedroom. Okay, so you've got your dual primary and then a den and then a bedroom and then your utility room and then bedroom number 3 here at the front, which is fantastic. Another thing I'll point out about this plan in regards to functionality is you have a mud room, a drop zone, you know, kind of whatever you want to call it, this catch-all room right here off of the garage. You can put a utility sink in here. You could put bench and cubbies in here, kind of really create it your own. And then opposite over here, you have a full-size utility room as well. So this is great space. You're probably 12 feet long by 6 feet wide on this room. So you have the opportunity to do cabinetry in here. We could do utility sinks. So really great size, especially for families who maybe like to collect laundry. So it has good functionality there. Majority of our plans are gonna be open concept here in the body of the home. So we're all open. You walk in the front door, you can see everything in the house, and then you've got a half bath right here in the hallway for your guests to utilize when they come over.
Beautiful.
Okay, with that, do you want to touch on anything on the exterior, or would you like to go ahead and go into the video?
Let's go into the video and we'll see how it works on my monitor here. So I'm up right now and working.
Perfect.
All right, so this is the exterior of the home. Please keep in mind that the home had not been painted yet, nor had the garage doors been installed. Sometimes we grab it when we can grab it. This couple and this family were very anxious to move in, and I can totally understand why. And so they the day they got certificate of occupancy, they were there to move in. So we were able to run out and get the videotape prior to the certificate of occupancy. So a couple things weren't quite done yet. So with that in mind, you'll get a very good idea though on the home. So you'll see that they did add the 3-car garage, and we'll start the video.
There you go. I'm sorry, I just wanted to make it bigger for us.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we
So
can
with
stop.
this, oh, yep, I'm gonna go back. So with this, Tina, you want to tell me a little bit about the lot and how we work through the property and home placement and so on and so forth?
Absolutely. So I'm going to run through the 6 steps that we generally start on, and this is just a real quick rundown. So our first step is, let's say that you've come into our office or you're talking to us. So we're going to go down the 6 steps with you. First and foremost, we want to make sure to find out what your budget is and what you're comfortable with. And on top of that, how we're going to achieve that also is to get a pre-qualification from a lender. So we have a list of lenders that we work with directly. Construction's a little bit different than a regular mortgage loan. So we do try to keep a fairly small group of lenders that we work with. One of the lenders that we really prefer right now is our Adair Financial Services. And they have a really great program, which honestly is the best program available right now in the industry for construction. So we get that pre-qualification. Second step would be we want to see that your name's on a purchase and sales agreement or that you own the land. The property does not have to be closed, but your name's on it. Third step is we're going to have one of our construction superintendents go out to the property that you are buying or that you already own And they're gonna review, okay, this is the home plan that you've, chose, and this is where you would like to build it. So they'll go through the property with you. They'll look at elevation of the property. Is it level? Does it need extra concrete to make it level? Does a home need a step foundation? How the placement of the home is going to look, septic placement, well placement, are they already in? Are they not in? Are they city hookup? All of those things, power, everything will go into this property evaluation report. After the report has been completed, then we'll meet again with your homeownership counselor. We'll go over the report and we'll start to design the home and gather bids on the property site prep work. And that would be the excavation, the home cutout itself, those either septic or well and or hookups, clearing of the property, and then we design the home and order the home. That easy.
It is that easy. This, like she mentioned, is in St. Helens, Oregon. So they have a bit of a view, which is also fantastic. And so with that, I'll go ahead, I'll start the video. And then Tina, at any moment, if you want me to stop, just let me know.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so this home, they chose to go with our standard flooring, which if you want to stop for a second, there we go. Thank you. Standard flooring, the way this works is, so with our homes that we're very proud of is the fact that you'll receive a certificate of occupancy. In other words, that means that you can put your key in the door and move in. So we're not expecting you, or nor will we have you do anything prior to move in. We will complete the home and get certificate of occupancy from your jurisdiction for you to, reside in the home. So this home standard comes with carpeting in the great room, as you can see. It comes with a very nice, this is vinyl, believe it or not. And this is in any of the wet rooms. So sliding glass door areas, dining rooms, kitchens, entry, if you look down at the bottom corner, utility rooms and bathrooms. The remainder of the home will come in standard carpet if you select the standard. So go for it, Sarah.
Wow.
So we're going to move into the kitchen. This is a great kitchen. This customer chose to upgrade from our laminate, standard laminate countertop to granite. This is a beautiful granite, by the way. So they did the granite in the bathroom. I'm sorry, in the kitchen. And they chose, these are our standard cabinets. Our cabinets come in 6 different stains. And they chose this stain right here. And I believe this might be ebony or tobacco, ebony. This one. So it's a beautiful kitchen, absolutely beautiful. Our home comes with, another thing that we're super proud of, our home comes with a standard appliance package. This customer chose to install their own appliances. And so our would be the oven right here with the range. It's a glass top range. These are all Whirlpool. Comes with a hood microwave, and we supply the dishwasher. The refrigerator and the washer and dryer is up to the customer because there's so many choices to choose from. It's really difficult to make, everybody happy. So these are standard is Whirlpool. We do have upgrades that you can choose from also. Customer also chose our standard faucet here in the kitchen, and this is our brushed nickel. So let me share with you the windows also while we're on this. So this is our windows come wrapped, sheetrocked, wrapped, as Sarah's drawing through here, and textured. So this customer chose to upgrade and do the craftsman look in the sill and the apron. And for not a lot of extra money, this gives it such a grand look. The other thing is you can choose a full wrap on the windows. We're also finding that customers are adding some really nice window treatment blinds now, and wrapping the complete window doesn't always make sense because they're going to be putting holes and drilling holes into that nice wrap. So something like this is perfect for them. Okay, we're ready to continue. Just a beautiful choice here. It really turned out nice. Also, our backsplash comes with either a glossy, thank you, glossy white subway tile or an ivory gloss subway tile. We do them 2 high, which would be 6 inches up. This customer chose for us just to finish the backsplash area, like the remainder of the walls, texture, paint them, and they're going to come in and do their own backsplash themselves. Some customers have something that they like that they want to do themselves. We're perfectly fine with that. That does not affect the certificate of occupancy at all. Okay. Wait, oh, one more thing with the appliances also, because this customer chose to utilize bring in their own appliances. This is really great. We will give a credit back for appliances, and also we request the specs, the model numbers of the appliances that the customer is going to purchase, and we'll have them plumbed and ready to go for the customer to install themselves. Makes it super simple. Okay. So into the great room, and you can't quite see it, but between the dining room area here and the great room, the customer chose to have a skylight installed just for more lighting. And we can add those just about anywhere.
Yeah, and we did get a good shot of it when we first walked in the house. We didn't point it out, but there will come a time where we'll replay this video in full, and we'll point that skylight out when we enter the house for the second time.
Perfect. This is a great shot right now. You'll see that we have old school, we talk about can lights. New lighting systems are the LED simulator can lights. These are beautiful. They're bright. They look so nice. And so this is something that you can replace those mushroom lights as you see in the hallway with those can lights, or you can just add those. So in the great room area, this is an option you can just add, and they're already ready to go. And so we add those. One more thing that you can see here from this view is you can see that there is a vent in the ceiling. We're very proud to say that every one of our homes come with a heat pump and AC. That is a standard option. So that is a big one for us. Everyone loves the AC. So, okay. I'll just continue. The trim also, the customer chose to upgrade to Craftsman trim around the doors and the flooring. This door is
door standard.
I was just gonna say that. So our door standard are 6-panel doors. This customer chose to upgrade to our 2-panel upgrade. And what I love about this is if you want to upgrade to doors, we have 3 standard upgrade door choices. And it's about between $500 and $700 to upgrade the whole entire house with upgraded doors. And for some people, it just gives that grand look. So, oh, the other thing too, Sarah, I forgot to mention, in this great room, the customer added a vault. And we should probably touch bases. There we go. Our homes come standard 8-foot ceilings. Customer chose to go with the 8-foot and add the vault. Another option that can be added to this home is a 9-foot ceiling plate height, which is great. Gives even more of a grand look, and you can still add the vault if you choose. The 9-foot ceiling plate height is great because not only does it give you the 9-foot ceiling, but it gives you an additional foot to every window in the home. It gives you a transom window above the front door, and the kitchen cabinets grow by 6 inches in height. And the garage door standard is a 7-foot roll-up garage door. It goes to an 8-foot. So that is just a great upgrade option for not a lot of money. Okay. As that is swinging around, we paint our inside and exterior of our homes. So this home has been painted by us. This is the primary suite. There's options where perhaps you want a sliding glass door instead of those 2 windows. Maybe you want additional windows. When we talk about customizable, those are things we can do. So this is the primary bathroom. Standard height in the primary is 36-inch vanity height. Here you'll see, and then they went with the standard laminate countertops. We have 8 or 9 different choice colors you can go with. And then this is our standard backsplash for the subway tile. As you can see, it's 2 up there. Standard faucets, they're all in Moen. We're happy to and proud to say that we use Moen fixtures. And then we get the full size mirror that comes with. You can continue on unless you have anything. Drop-in tub in a home this size. This is standard with the tile around the tub. That is a cruising video there.
It is. We don't get a good shot, but one thing I'll point out is we don't do any wire shelves in any of our homes. They're all going to be solid, real products. So you've got an MDF shelf here, and then a solid pole to hang your clothes on. A handful of our floor plans, of course, have like linen closets or pantries and different things like that. So if any of the plans that you're looking at maybe have those 2 items, these MDF shelves are already going to be present from about your shin all the way up to your head. And as we keep moving through, feel free to pop your questions into that Q&A. I'm monitoring it, so feel free to ask anything of Tina or myself.
So I'm going to continue on. So this home comes with a an option of a step-in fiberglass shower with the doors. And that's what the customer chose. Of course, you can choose a tile. You can do a fiberglass base with a tile sides. There's so many options, and that's why it's so important, to kind of go through all these kind of things with your home ownership counselor. This is just amazing. And then it looks like that there's a toilet closet there that we just passed up also.
Correct.
So privacy, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And where Sarah was showing that closet, that's the walk-in closet. So again, right here, this mushroom light, we can add in a ceiling fan. We can add those simulator LED can lights. We can rough in for a future fan that the customer can add in. A lot of options. So we're going to roll down the hallway here to the next bathroom. It looks like this is for your guests. Just a toilet and a sink. This is a pedestal sink in this restroom. Down to the mudroom. This is so great. You can come in off the garage. I'm assuming the customer is going to put in some built-in cubbies here. We can add those for the customer also. If they don't want to do it, that is an option. So great room to have coming off the garage, especially living in the country in the Pacific Northwest.
It's also a great spot for like a dog wash station. I mean, the possibilities are endless.
Absolutely. We can rough in a utility sink. We can put in a utility sink. Dog wash, we can rough in a utility sink and you can convert it to a dog wash. Lots of options.
Okay. One thing I'm going to point out, because I don't believe the video is going to go inside this room, but this is a pantry on this plan. So you walk in, it's right here off of the kitchen, but I don't believe we're going to go in it. So we just want to make sure we point that out so we know what that space is for right there. Because we're going to walk right by it.
So we're going to go to the other end of the home where the other bedrooms are and the dual primary suite.
I think I'm going to pause real quick, Tina. If you want to give a brief description on how we finish a house with customers and why we're seeing all this blue tape throughout the house, do you want to kind of touch on that?
Absolutely. And Sarah, definitely jump in if I miss anything. So this customer came through right before our superintendent came out with the certificate of occupancy, and he marked some areas that he noticed he would like to talk to our superintendent about. And so Matt, our superintendent, went out and Matt met him with a certificate of occupancy, and they went step by step from room to room, wall to wall, and check marked and check off or noted areas that needed attention. So the customer could still move in, but these are all being addressed.
Yes, perfect. So with that, the only thing I'll touch on, we're extremely hands-on with our customers, and we allow our customers to also be hands-on themselves if they like to. So this is your house. You have complete access to it throughout the build. Your superintendents are going to communicate weekly, but you'll also have, all of their contact information. So, if there's anything that comes up and you just don't think it looks right, or when the product starts to get installed in your house and you've got questions, reach out to them. I mean, we welcome it. Please raise your hand. Please offer that feedback. And then for all this blue tape, so like Tina mentioned, yeah, so this would be the customer's final walkthrough. And so when we do a final walkthrough with a customer, we create a list of items that still need to be addressed. We call it a HOP walkthrough. But the purpose of that is to make sure that all of these embellishments or whatever the blue tape is marking gets taken care of. And the important thing to note with that is that the superintendent has to complete that list. They can't ignore it. They have to complete the list and address the items that were addressed in the final walkthrough before the superintendent can officially be done with the job. And so that list needs to have your signature on it in order for them to, be able to be done essentially. So you guys do, as customers, have a lot of power towards the end of the project.
Perfect. Thank you for touching base on that. The other thing is we welcome RVs. If you want to live on your property during the build, some builders don't do that. We absolutely do. So, all right. So we're coming down to the front of the home. This is bedroom number 3.
Really great size. You'll notice all the outlets. The one thing I would say when I work with my customers, and Tina might be very similar, it's really important to think about outlets. That's a real large perk of building a house is you can add more, you can move them, you can push them up the wall for a TV. It's always great to maybe spend a week in your house thinking about where you wish you had an outlet that you don't. Do you want an outlet in your pantry? Do you have a need for that? Do you want an outlet in your walk-in closet for an ironing board? Do you want that? So things like these are really kind of important to have a detail on. Of course, it's going to be to code, but like we mentioned earlier, it can always be modified.
Absolutely. What is this? Looks like the utility room. So they chose to have a utility sink installed, and there's their washer and dryer. Other things and a shelf. The other things that you can do is we have a beautiful cabinet set up with the actual utility sink, different type of utility sink actually into the cabinets. We can add all types of different cabinets in this room. This is the furnace, and the furnace is required to be in a finished area now. So you can also, we have an option that this could be framed in with doors on it, so you can still access it to replace a filter.
On this machine, is it loud?
On what machine?
The furnace, this beautiful guy.
No.
Exactly.
It's
So
very quiet.
Anybody who maybe lives in a house now, and let's say hypothetically this house is from the 80s or the 90s, and you have a furnace and it's loud and it drives you crazy. The important thing to note is that energy codes have changed. This is a very upgraded unit. This unit is extremely quiet. We can provide decibel ratings for you, so on and so forth. But definitely comes up a lot. Tina, can you move the furnace?
That's a good question, Sarah. I'm not sure. I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, so it is a
Oh,
question.
relocate it?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yes, for sure.
Perfect. So yeah, that's an important thing to note. So the furnace is going to be listed on any of our plans on the website. We can move it, but I feel like the most important thing for us to state here is it does have to remain in condition living space. So gone are the times where the furnace can be placed in the attic or in the garage. So this is a big one that comes up for customers, and it's all to do with the energy code. So we would love to put it in the attic. We could put it anywhere you want, but if we want approved building permits, it has to go inside the house.
Absolutely. We've had people where they do a finished closet in the garage. And that's totally fine, but it just has to be conditioned, finished area. I've had to move them into other closets, so or design something different. So it's totally, you know, that's something you want to talk about. So we are rolling into bedroom number 2. This bedroom is 11, so almost 12 feet by 10 feet. The bedroom in the front, I didn't touch bases. I thought it was a very nice sized bedroom. It's 13.3 by 12.10. So it's almost a 13 by 13 bedroom. It's a good sized bedroom. And we have another bathroom. And with our, very happy to say that our tub shower combos are one piece. No need to worry about scrubbing out that mold that gets into the caulking. They are a one-piece unit. And those are standard. And this customer also, I believe, added a second sink in this vanity. So we're rolling into the den, office, den, craft room. No closet, so it's not considered a bedroom.
And much like we touched on just a second ago, so they chose whatever they're using this room for, they placed 2 outlets higher up on the wall. So once again, completely flexible with you guys. We do floor outlets, we do electric car charging outlets. We can do outlets in the eaves of your exterior of your home for Christmas lights. I mean, really the flexibility there. So it's always good to kind of think about what you'd like to see, or maybe what you don't have that you wish you did.
Now we're rolling into the dual primary suite. Again, a great, what a view. That is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
Wow. And this bathroom, just so you see, you do have that fiberglass step-in shower that they chose. It's a great bathroom also. Oh, I just want the view. It's beautiful. Again, this is standard flooring. This is vinyl and it looks absolutely beautiful. And there's no additional cost for this.
And on the 2 showers that we've seen now, are those shower doors standard?
If you choose to go with the fiberglass, a step-in shower such as this, the doors come with.
Wonderful.
What a great day to videotape this too. The sun was out in February.
And what's the size on this dual master when you convert it?
Hold on one second, Sarah. If you'll pause that real quick and I'll answer that question. Behind that door in the bathroom, if you'll go back, that we cannot see inside it, but just so you're aware, that is a walk-in closet for this dual bedroom. So it's right off the bathroom. And your question is yes, this is an option that you can convert this to the dual primary suite. Standard is a bonus room.
Correct. And the size on this bedroom when we convert it?
Oh my goodness. 15 feet 9 inches by 15 feet 6 inches. This is a big room. Beautiful big room. The other primary, the main primary suite is 17 feet 6 inches by 15.7, good sized bedrooms. So now we're seeing the outside of the home.
We're at the back of the house. And so do we want to touch on anything in regards to preparation of a lot and the freedom customers have, or?
Again, so we build as of today. There are some things that are going to be changing in the next 30 days. We're super excited about. But as of today, Adair takes care of from foundation pour on up. As towards the exterior of the home, this home has a covered patio, as you can see. So that's an option. We'll do the covered patio. So any additional concrete outside of the foundation would be the responsibility of the customer, and we work through that, setting that up on the property site budget, and that can go into the loan also. So it looks like they're putting this on a concrete pad. So we would do the posts, the covered patio, and then the site budget would take care of the concrete, or if it was a deck that needed to be put in, we would not do the deck, but again, we would do this portion, and we would add the deck ledger to be able to secure the deck to it when it's being built. Again, any other concrete pad outside the entrance of the garage, the entrance of the home, or the covered patio, that would go on the site budget. Anything else you want to add in there, Sarah?
No, I would say right now how the system looks is customers can be as hands-on with the development of their property as they choose, or as hands-off as you choose. So we give you that flexibility. We know the allure of a business like ours for people who are in the industry is a great opportunity to save money. So if you want to participate and develop your lot, shop around for different excavators, well drillers, those kinds of things, we will give you that power if you choose. Or if you're not comfortable with it, maybe it's a little scary, maybe you don't have the time, that's a big thing, then you can choose to be as hands-off as you want, and we could offer those services to you at a cost. So it would just be your choice on what you'd like to see for that portion of your project.
Perfect. All right, we're going to cruise through here so we can touch bases on the website real quick before we end it. So I think Sarah's just going to run through the video. We're not going to say anything. Please continue asking questions or anything that comes up. There's that skylight.
As we're playing through this, though, the one thing I will touch on is Tina brought this up earlier. So we are a complete custom on your lot builder. So you can modify the floor plan in any way you prefer. If you want to move a wall, or you want to, get rid of one of these 4 bedrooms and turn it into a theater. I mean, really, it just depends on what you're wanting to do. Everything can be modified. Of course, some of those items come at a cost. Some of those modifications come at a credit. And some of the modifications are just a wash. And then with that, the other thing I'll say is if you're looking through our website and you maybe find something that just doesn't itch your need, we can also build a complete custom home from scratch as well. And so we offer that program all inclusively in-house. And so we design the house for you, we'll price the house for you. That custom path, it does come at a fee given all of those resources that we provide to you, but that is also an option for our customers.
Sarah and I are both working on custom homes right now, along with existing homes that customers have customized. Sometimes we're just pretty much standard build, but so it just depends on the customer, their budget, and what they're looking for.
We get asked a lot about daylight basements. So yeah, 100%. We are a builder who can specialize in daylight basements, produce that for you. So if you're finding a piece of property that you love, has a great view, but has slope, don't be shy, in that regard. You can always have us come out and take a look. And if a basement fits for you and your family and your budget, then a daylight basement is something that we can build.
Absolutely. This is a big house.
Yeah, we're over 2,700 square feet, but it's such a great plan for families. I mean, sometimes it's hard to find a good layout with that many bedrooms.
Absolutely.
And a house you can grow in. I think that's another important thing. This is just a one-story house. It's not 2 stories. So when you think about, long-term living or aging in place, a floor plan that's going to fit your needs, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, that kind of stuff. This is a great floor plan in that regards as well, to be able to live in this house for the rest of your life.
The other thing I really like about this home too is on the other side, when they did the dual primary suite, I mean, what a great mother-in-law wing to turn this into. Or if you kept as a bonus room, you have the kids on one end of the home with the bonus room. That's a fabulous idea. I love it.
Mm-hmm. It'll just be their space where they keep all their junk. With anybody with small children, we're speaking to you.
For sure.
But yeah, this bedroom, I mean, it's so huge.
I really like the price point on this home too.
Oh, it's a fantastic price point. And for them, the pricing that we have now is what they did. We haven't had any price increases. Like this house, with all the things that we've seen, it came in right around 430,000. And when you do the math, I mean, that's $156 a square feet. You just don't see that often. So this is a fantastically priced floor plan for what you get and the size that you get.
Absolutely.
I'm just excited to see their view again.
I know.
In this back room.
That is just incredible. And like I said, what a great day to videotape this too. The sun was out, so beautiful. Mm-hmm. They were very anxious. They've been living with parents for 2 years.
Yeah.
Super excited to get into their home.
Because I mean, and that's common. I mean, some of my clients, they move through relatively quickly. Some of my clients take a couple of years. So, wherever you're at with the process, it doesn't hurt to have a conversation with somebody so that you know that you're kind of taking the right path. And we just go at your pace. I think that's a really great thing for us to also highlight is we're not pushy. We're here to be your coach. We're here to guide you. I always give my customers an analogy. So for my customers, they are driving. You are driving your own vehicle. I am just your GPS. So I'm just guiding you where we need to stop, where we need to ask questions, where we need to put more detail, that kind of stuff. But it's 100% up to you on how quickly you move or how long you wait.
Absolutely. Let's talk about how long it takes to build. So we have about 7 minutes. I want to hit the website and I want to hit how long does it take to build? Again, like Sarah hit, basis is, depends on your time frame. We're not pushy. We're not rushed. We're not going to rush you. When you come in and meet with us, we're here to ask you a lot of questions because we want to know really what do you want? And we want to make sure that we're a good builder for you and we're a good fit. So again, we are not pushy, but we are here when you're here and when you're ready. So how long does it take to build a home this size? From foundation pour up on a home this size, I'm going to roll it into 180 days-ish. Of course, weather has a lot to do with it. Our homes take about 150 to 180 days, depending on size. Some areas, ice, snow, It might get slowed down in the winter, but also keep in mind those steps I originally went through, just, finding the property, getting pre-qualified, designing the home, that moves on your pace, however long it takes for you, but that can be a 30-day, as fast as 30-day program. And then ordering permits and getting those permits and prepping the site. So, if you're moving right along, and Sarah can jump in here, I would say a year build if you're ready to go and and we're moving through the process, about 12 months from beginning to end. Of course, if you don't have your property yet and you're still looking, that might, push it out, just depending on when you acquire that property.
Absolutely. So Tina touched on this. This is our 6 steps that we guide customers through. Okay, so this is phase 1 of a project. This is the only part that does not have a timeline. This is up to you as the customer. Once there's a contract in place, Tina's absolutely right. On average, it can be anywhere from 9 months to a year, depending on your jurisdiction and the state of your lot and weather.
Right. Okay, so we're going to touch bases. We have 4 minutes, cruise through here. So if you'll go to the home page. Okay, so this is what you see when you get onto the home page. And you can scroll through here. You can go to our plans up at the top. You can specify what our plans are. You can go through galleries. But the most important thing I want to talk about is contact. That's the far right tab there. And if you're interested in coming in and talking to us, we totally encourage you to give us a call. The 844 number up there at the top right, that routes us into our online homeownership counselor, and they will do some preliminaries conversations with you and then schedule you with us. And we do, or you can do the online chat here and talk to them also, and they'll get you in touch with one of us to set up either, we love in person, so we can show you our model home that we have on site with our design center, and in person is so much better. Or if you can't get to us, we're happy to do a virtual meeting with you also. The other thing is if you look at the very, very top of this screen, you'll see where it says Cowlitz County, and you can change that to your build area, so you get your build area prices and or the location. And then the other one is events. So because you're on this, you probably went to events and saw what we have going on. So this is our virtual open house right now. We also have others coming up. The other thing we have, we're hoping that we get to go to is our spring home and garden show that will be at the Portland Expo Center. Sarah was supposed to be there today, but unfortunately because of weather, that's not going to happen. I'm supposed to be there on Saturday, so we'll see how that goes. But all of our events are on here. We do have in-person open houses. It'll show you the areas they're in, all of that. This is super important. We do Builder 101s. The Builder 101s are great. We try to have them here at least once a quarter here in Woodland. And those are great. Kind of goes through the whole process a little bit more in depth. That's great. We also offer realtor lunch and learns. We're very in tune and in with our potential customers. We really want you to know what we're doing and our process. We're very upfront. We're very transparent. That's what makes us, I believe, a very good builder, and continue on being in business for over 53 years now. So with that, I'm completed. If Sarah, you want to add anything in, go for it.
Nope, you did a really good job. I'm just gonna do a personal shout out. This is one of my customers' houses.
So beautiful. Oh.
It is, yeah, they're on 20 acres, so it's a beautiful house, also a beautiful view. Tina, you did, everything you touched on. You can choose your communication, chat, phone call, email, all works, but definitely try to link up with the homeownership counselor in your area. Very important, because like Tina touched on during the presentation, pricing is different for different branches. Jurisdictional requirements to build a house are different in every area, and we're just here to help, really. So there's no harm in, you know, having some conversations, and like I mentioned earlier, we're not pushy at all. So if you want us to communicate, we'll communicate, and if you want answers and you want us to leave you alone, then we'll leave you alone.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, and with that, I want to thank you guys for taking your lunch hour today to spend with us. We really do appreciate it. And again, I'm Tina in the Woodland Branch, and
I'm Sarah, also in the Woodland Branch.
yes, thank you so much, you guys. Have a great day and stay safe out there.
Thank you, Tina.